On the Business Courier front page centerpiece this week, when it comes to getting the most bang for your buck, Cincinnati is a deal. The Business Courier did a fun analysis of Cincinnati's spending power to see how far your money goes. The Courier and its sister papers across the country adjusted salaries for more than 100 metro areas based on regional price parities and cost of living multipliers devised by the U.S. Bureau of Economic Analysis. Among the findings, Greater Cincinnati ranked 26th in the total number of jobs and 20th for local average pay, adjusted for purchasing power. Good information, but for locals, it still may be hard to fathom why someone would leave sunny coastal California, D.C., or New York for Cincinnati. But that's what's happening. Some of the reasons include the local culinary scene, a welcoming business community, and historic charm. Cincinnati has big town amenities and a small town feel. Transplants say the city will not eat you alive, and you'd be hard-pressed to spend much more than a third of your paycheck on rent. Business Courier editor Rob Dallmeyer joins Business Watch producer Kelly Leon in the studio with more on how the power spending study. Rob, Kelly.
Thanks, Allie. Hey, this is really a fun article.
I know, I agree.
I love all the graphics, and you know, even if you don't want to read the whole article,
you can
just look at the graphics.
Dig into the numbers, that's right.
Yeah, so why did you guys do this?
Well, we're part of a big chain, the Cincinnati Business Courier. There are 40 papers in our chain. We're pretty much in every city in the country. So every once in a while we try to do things that packages that all of our cities can look at. So that's what we did here. We looked at not just our 40 cities, but the top 100 metros. But because Cincinnati Business Courier is all about Cincinnati, we just really focused on our numbers.
Yeah. So what people are going to have different takeaways from this, I think. What was your biggest takeaway?
My takeaway was that it's very easy for people who lived in Cincinnati for a long time, maybe their whole lives, to forget just how dirt cheap it is to live here compared to other cities. Now, I'm not talking about compared to Napoleon, Ohio, for instance, which has, 6,000 people. I'm talking about cities that have big-time amenities, as Allie was saying. We are just about as cheap as it gets, and you can just do a whole lot more here for the money.
Yeah, I agree with you. I'm from here, but I've lived outside of the city, and people that are from here and don't leave don't realize this. And so this is a good way to really look at, as Allie said, again, based on who wants to leave sunny California.
Right.
I lived in Florida. I wanted to leave. I wanted to leave Florida. I wanted to come back to Cincinnati. So it's really interesting stuff.
It's a business story, and the reason that it's a business story is because Cincinnati, as well as forgetting it's cheap, we don't necessarily play ourselves up as much as we should. Cincinnatians have never been great marketers of our city. We just never have been. We're kind of quiet, and we just go about our ways. But talking to a prospective employee who's wondering where to live, or a business owner about where to put their business, and you can say, this is a really great place to raise your family. It's a really cheap place, and as Allie said, it's changing. I mean, look at how different Cincinnati is just over the last 5 years. Those are compelling stories to get people to come to move to town, or to get companies to move to town. And do not believe for a second that our big economic development people don't know that. That's how they sell this city. But it's good for us to know too, because we don't want to hire everybody that's just went to high school with us. We want to be able to reach out and get those people from LA and DC and New York.
Absolutely. And we use the word cheap, but we really mean
inexpensive. No, we're not cheap.
Great cost of living.
No,
so
that's correct.
Anyway, it's one of those you're going to want to keep on your desk and refer to in the months to come. So thanks, Rob, for being here.